Third time's a charm. Did it start? Did the class start? Is it running? Okay, good. So hello. Hello. It looks like that I thought I had started the class and it was running and the video was going and I noticed no one was here and so forth. So I went back to the Verbling page and it said class will start soon. So I tried 3 or 4 times to restart the class and then I just went ahead and went to a new browser and finally this class started, but I don't know if anyone's here to come now. So there's a problem, a technical problem, either on my side or the website side. I don't know. Anyway, the plan was to do the class running errands. So we'll just wait and see if anybody comes. And so the topic today is on running errands, which is about working with personal assistants and celebrities. So it should be an interesting topic. But because I was late, I wasn't really late. I actually started class right on time, but for some reason the broadcast didn't seem to work for some reason. I'm not sure exactly why. So this is the topic for today. And anyway, I'm just turning the camera off so that I can, I don't know why, because no one's here anyway. If I got a viewer, I'll turn the camera on. But okay, so I'm here. I've been here from the beginning. Apparently, the Google Hangout did not communicate for some reason with the Verbling page, which I'm not sure why, because it did kind of, it loaded, but it apparently didn't load because the Verbling page made it look like I hadn't actually started class when I actually had. So anyway. Okay, so the topic today is on running errands. That was kind of the plan that I was going to do. And I was going to go through an article on running errands. So we would have the keywords here. We would go through these. We would match the underlined words and phrases with the definitions. We would guess what is the roles of the personal assistants to the Hollywood movie stars, and then read an article. And then after that, we would answer some questions. And that was, and possibly do some vocabulary and grammar if we had time. That was the plan for today. Oh, good, she's here. Araceli, yay.
Hello,
Yeah,
what
hi.
happened?
I don't know. I was in the class, and I was, like in the beginning, I was going to copy and paste my, I was broadcasting like I normally do. It looked completely the same. And then I noticed that I couldn't write on the chat. And I noticed that there were no viewers and nobody had come into the class. And so I thought, so I tried to start the classroom over again, and I tried like 3 times. And finally I emailed somebody from Verbling, and then and of course I haven't got a response because I don't think he was the right person. And then I decided, okay, I'll just go to a new browser and start it again, and then it worked that time. So I have no idea what happened.
Mm.
But
Sometimes, yes, with the Hangouts we have this kind of problems with different browsers. But yes,
yeah.
I was waiting for your class, but it was not broadcasting. I was like if you hadn't started the class. But
Yeah, that's what because when I notice that usually there'll be at least if people haven't come into the class yet, at least there'll be some viewers. Somebody check out, okay, do I want to learn from this person? And so what I'll do is I'll go into what I did was I went into the other tab for Verbling, and I saw this. It said on there, "Class will start very soon," and I'm like, "What? I've been talking for 5 minutes." And then
yeah,
I looked down, and upcoming classes running errands. Wait a minute, it's a live class. So, so I hope I don't get dinged for being late, but who knows? I might be.
it seems it
So.
wasn't your fault, but it's usually this kind of things happen with
Yeah,
technology.
I'm learning though that if you have more than two, like if you have a class right after each other, to use a new browser every single time, to just go out and then open a new browser, then there won't be any problems. When I have not done that, that's when there's problems. So, but okay, you are not late today.
Really? So
Yeah,
I ate a quick lunch
yeah, because
and during run.
what he was in my last class, and what he does is he'll take a class, and why he comes in late is he runs an errand or something like that, and then he'll come into class. So if you've noticed, he's always a little late for all his classes. So at least for mine, maybe not for other teachers, but
Yeah, kind of late come.
are you?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
And
you're not late today.
I don't know that time zone. I always suffered to enter the class.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Okay.
this maybe after that my computer or connection turned to be better. I
Uh-huh.
don't need to suffer to enter the class.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does. So it depends on the time of day.
I'm not sure. But
Oh.
anyway, I recovered my other computer
Uh-huh.
because of the problem. So I hope it get well.
Yeah.
It will be getting better. Yeah.
Yeah, I bought a brand new computer yesterday, and I'm not using it yet for teaching. And the reason is because it's a kind of a hardware reason, but I like to use 2 monitors. And
Uh-huh.
the new computer does not
Mm,
have it's called an
mm,
HDMI thing.
mm,
And so I can't connect the monitor to my new computer. So
mm,
we have to buy a new cord. And
mm,
once we buy the new cord, then I'll start using the new computer. So which will be faster and nicer. So
mm.
anyway, how are you, Arafeli?
Well, I'm just having a lot of work, but yes, I'm okay.
Uh-huh. Okay. And then, okay, are you having a good day as well?
Yeah, so far so good.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Excellent. And as usual, this is the end of my day, and I'm going to go to sleep
Oh
after
yeah,
this
that's
class.
right. Yeah.
So, and that is if I can, because I've had so many times that I've worked all night, so I end up staying all night, and I go to sleep like 6 in the morning and sleep all morning. But all right. So the topic today, we're gonna quickly do a reading, and hopefully we have time to do the whole thing. Um, it's on running errands, and it's about a being a personal assistant to the stars. Um, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go over keywords, and then we're going to guess that what guess whether these different characteristics are things that happen in the personal assistant's life, and then we'll read through this article and go over vocabulary. Um, okay, so first, study the sentences below, match the underlined words and phrases with the definitions. So, Aratheli, could you read number 1?
According to recent revelations, the government is monitoring our phone calls. Nobody knew about this before.
Okay, we're going to look at the definitions after we read all the sentences. Okay, number 2, okay?
The scandal was in the headlines. Everyone was talking about it.
Okay, it's funny that you were able to read it grammatically correct, but you missed a word. So the scandal was in all the headlines, so you missed that word. Okay,
Oh,
Aratheli. Yeah,
Asking me to cook him dinner at 2 a.m. was a ridiculous request.
I think so too. Okay, number 4, okay.
his book was so popular it became bestseller. A
Yes.
bestseller.
Aratheli, number 5.
If you are a doctor, you sometimes have to be on call 24 hours a day.
Okay, and number 6. Okay.
Jo is a personal assistant. She has to run errands for her boss all day.
Okay, excellent. Okay, so the definitions for these words that are in underlined, I'll read them out loud. A book that sells more than other books in its class. Available and ready to work or do something at any time. Extremely silly or unreasonable. Make short trips to collect or deliver things, usually for someone else. Surprising and previously unknown facts. And the titles of major newspaper headline. Sorry, I can't answer. The titles of major newspaper stories. Um, I'm getting silly, you guys. So, okay. So, revelations. What would that be?
Surprising and previously unknown facts.
Yes.
Maybe
Yeah.
reveal.
Yeah. It's from. Well, it's surprisingly it's from Reveal. Of course, I didn't have this ready to write on. So yes, that would be surprisingly and previously unknown facts. Next one, headlines. What would that be?
Kind of phrase on the head of the news article.
Okay. And which
Short,
one?
catchy phrase. Okay, sorry. Yeah, action. Uh, title of major newspaper stories.
Yeah. Okay. And next one, ridiculous request or ridiculous.
Extremely silly or unreasonable. Letter
Yes.
C.
Exactly. And a bestseller.
A book that sells more than other books in its class.
Yes. And number 5, on call.
Available and ready to work or do something at any time.
Mm-hmm.
Letter B.
Okay. And it's available. Available.
Available.
Yeah. Okay. And then run errands.
D.
D. Yeah. And have you guys ever worked on call?
No, not really.
I am so thankful I never have. Ake, have you ever been on call?
On on call. Sorry, for a B related to work. No. But
No.
sometimes I got a certain job request or work request.
Hmm.
But
Yeah.
not regularly.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I
But
was. Mhm.
okay, go
Go.
ahead. Sorry, I just have one question. In class, the definition of bestseller books in its class. This what does this class mean on
In
this
its
context?
in its class, would it be, for example, like the genre of the book,
Genre.
the
Okay.
genre, or like is it a fiction, nonfiction? Is it a horror? Is it a Stephen King thriller, or or is it a romance novel?
Mm,
Um,
okay.
Stuff like that. Okay. Okay. Any other words or questions about words or phrases? I want to talk about it more, but we we don't have time. So, okay, you are going to read an article, but what it's like to be a famous person's personal assistant. Which 7 tasks below do you think are mentioned in the article? Read the text and check if you were right. So, answer phone calls in the middle of the night, make sure there is food in the fridge, sleep in the same bed as the boss, take care of children, cook meals, park the boss's car, reply to fan mail, run errands, entertain guests, and write emails. Which of these do you think that personal assistants for famous people would actually do? What is your guess?
Probably everything.
All of them?
Yes, because
Okay.
some of them are logical, like write emails or
Uh-huh.
reply to fan mail, park the bus car. But some of them, as you are working for crazy people, maybe they are asking you to cook, to answer phones in the middle of the night or whatever.
Or sleep in the same bed?
Yes, I don't know. Maybe depends on the
Okay.
boss.
Okay. So what do you agree with on Araceli, Ake?
Yeah, if that serves a very kind of demanding person, it could happen, or a strange person, or
Yeah.
crazy person. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Some celebrities tend to be crazy after they get fame, actually.
yeah, some people do, and some people actually don't, but I
Yeah.
think most of us can't handle it. So
Mhm.
yeah, let's go through this. What's it like to work for somebody famous? Post a letter, entertain my Aunt Sylvia, and boil me 72 eggs. According to recent revelations, working for somebody famous can be an almost impossible task. Okay. Araceli, can you read the first paragraph?
If you believe the newspaper headlines, it seems that being a personal assistant to a famous person means middle of the night phone calls, ridiculous demands, and getting hit by a flying blackberry.
Yeah. Okay, number 2. And are there any words in here you do not know?
Flying BlackBerry, but that celebrity, threw the BlackBerry to the person
Yeah.
to hit. Huh.
Somebody did,
Uh,
yeah. Obviously, it must be in the headlines somewhere. And it's funny because I was thinking of there's one of our Verbling students who's down in Brazil, and he actually works for BlackBerry. So as soon as I saw that, I thought, I wonder what he would think of this. So, okay, okay, can you read the next one?
and the complex role of the PA has recently captured the public's attention. According to recent stories, celebrity cook Nigella Lawson had her assistant make sure that fridge was stocked with boiled eggs, while businessman and art collector Charles Stach got his assistant to buy copies of his book to boost its position in the bestseller list.
He was cheating.
But he has to spend a lot of money. to
I
do that.
know. It's like you're taking all your profits, dude. So,
Nowadays, it could be happen the kind of video hit.
video hit, what do you mean?
Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
for
yes.
example,
Yeah.
YouTube, yeah, viewers to increase
Yeah.
the numbers
Yeah.
viewers. Yeah.
Well, like
It,
I know of somebody who owns a blog, right? And he
mm,
hired my sister to pretend to be four people and to
mm,
read the blog posts and to comment on them.
mm,
My God.
ridiculous.
So, so my sister got me to do it, and she got her husband to do it, and then she was two people, and she did it I think for 2 months, and we were like, really, I don't know how much she got paid for it, but it was just a freelance job. But there's better ways to promote your blog than to have somebody else write on it. So
Here
okay,
it came to the news in Spain that the president of the government was buying like false Twitter followers. I don't know exactly how, but he bought a lot of, I don't know how many thousand of Twitter followers, so that his profile in Twitter will be
wow.
followed by more people than another politician who was in the position
That's
previously.
amazing. That's amazing. Now, I actually was on the top 10 of Twitterers of people who lived in Finland in 2009, and because I was an avid Twitterer at the time, and I also got on the lists of really high Twitter, so I have like over 1,000 followers, and I never tweet anymore, and I'm still getting people to.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
and
yes, I think so. Maybe for you it was not good to be so popular, but
yeah,
for politicians, it means like they are going to vote them.
yeah.
Doesn't make sense.
For mine, it was basically English teachers who followed me and stuff like that. It was about language training and things like that. But now it's not. I might post something about real estate, or I posted a GoFundMe that go help somebody, help somebody who needs help and stuff like that. So, but it's funny that people would do that, though. Pay somebody, or there's some celebrities that pay other people to tweet for them. So that's
In their
part of,
name, in
yeah,
their,
under
yeah.
their name. Yeah, it's like, really? Okay, that's number three. I will read that. Predicted. I can't. Again, it's a word I can't say. Um, predictably, the media loves stories about a star's strange demands. Stories like the news that Lady Gaga made her former assistant sleep in her bed because she hated being alone. Get a dog
Mm.
or a cat, but of course there's no uh, dogs and cats won't stay in your bed though. So, okay, number four, Araceli, can you read that?
But aside from all the horror stories in the media, what is it really like to be a celebrity's personal assistant, and what are the benefits?
Don't know. Okay, can you read the next one?
Okay, Deborah Shaw, a former personal assistant to the actor Charlton Heston, says that salaries depend on who you are dealing with. An assistant who is expected to be on call around the clock can enjoy a salary around 75,000 pounds to 100,000 pounds, while those who work more regular hours are looking at 35,000 pounds and 50,000 pounds to 50,000 pounds.
Okay. Now, usually when you have money like this, what you can actually do is say it faster. You can say 75 to 100,000 pounds.
75 and
75 to 100,000 pounds, or
mhm.
35 to 50,000 pounds. And another thing that's interesting between American English and British English, and you spoke perfect British English, okay? With
Me?
Yeah, you
Really?
did. You actually said pound instead of pounds.
Uh-huh.
We, in American, I didn't even type it in. In American English, for the British currency, we always add an S. But
Uh-huh.
apparently, the correct grammar for the British currency is not to add an S. So it's
Mm.
50,000 pound. So,
Mhm.
but we add an S because we add S's to all the currencies. So,
Mhm.
okay, any words or phrases in here? Okay, let's go to the next one. All right, Ellie, can you read that?
Diversity in your working day is also one of the major benefits, says Donna Collin, an assistant to Helena Bonham Carter and Rachel Weisz. Every day is different and I love not knowing what I'm doing from one day to the next. Only a certain type of person can do this job.
Yeah, I agree with that. So, and Araceli, I think in the last 5 classes that I've done reading where Ake has come, he has always got the paragraph on this corner.
Mm.
Really?
Yeah, should I have him read this one as well, or should I do it?
I think you should follow the tradition.
Okay. Okay, so Ake, you get this one as well. I don't. We noticed it the last class, but it seems like, and it's usually broken up. Is this one broken up? No, it's not. You don't have to actually go up.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, next.
Okay, after working with her clients for more than 11 years, Collins claims it's easy to switch between managing a celebrity's lifestyle and returning to her own more normal existence. There is some confusion, I suppose. I sometimes think I really need to get my teeth whitened too. And then I realize I don't because I'm not in the public eye.
Okay. Any questions on these last 2 paragraphs?
So the celebrity want to need to get my teeth white or that
Yeah. So
personal
she goes.
feedback.
So basically, what she said is she goes home and she goes, "Man, I should get my teeth whitened." And then she realized, "No, I don't. That's because or my tummy tucked." Or she's thinking it's something that she helped the celebrity do, and then she thinks maybe I should do it too. And then she goes, "No, I don't. I'm not. I'm not in the public eye. It doesn't matter what I look like."
Hmm.
So,
Okay.
okay. Next one. And while some people think that assistants receive endless gifts, in reality, it's usually just a nice present for birthdays and Christmas. So, okay. Number 9, Artheli, can you read that?
Both Shaw and Cullen agree that the details of your task should be clear before accepting the job. There are people that do get abused, but honestly, I think they let it happen, Colin says.
Good. Okay, and details, that word, I think we need to stress the second syllable as well. Details. So,
Details.
yeah. All right. And by the way, your pronunciation is fairly is okay. It has a Spanish accent, but the way you are using your intonation is spot on. It's perfect. Um, just to let you know. So you actually were able to communicate the feeling of this. So it was very good. Okay, number 10.
I always tell people to be sure of what they are not going to do. If you don't want to take care of children, you need to be clear about it.
I don't want to take care of children.
Mm.
Is that okay? No, Araceli, do you teach children or teenagers?
Teenagers.
Okay.
Yes, from 12 to 18, yes.
Is that better than children?
I don't know, I never taught children. I have my own children at primary school.
Okay.
I think their teachers have to deal with a lot of things I wouldn't be able to do that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe small children are more friendly to their teachers, but
Oh,
also they can give you a lot of extra work.
yeah. I'm not sure. I think I prefer adults. So
Adults are the best, yeah.
I
No,
I
but
think
sometimes teenagers are not so bad. I think they are not popular, but yes, they have a lot
Uh-huh.
of problems. But sometimes I like working with teenagers because they are more I don't know, optimism. And they are young people, and
Uh-huh.
sometimes adults we are more. I don't
Pessimist.
know the word. It's just we complain.
Cynical. We're cynical.
Yes, I don't know. I like working with young people. That gives you another
Hmm.
perspective of life.
Uh-huh. That's good. That's good. Yeah, I taught teenagers in Finland for about 4 years, just a couple hours a week, and it was okay. What was interesting is sometimes my adult students and I would have questions like, "What is an MP4?" And so I would say, "Okay, what we'll do is I'll go to the high school and I'll ask them." Whenever we had any technical problems or any technical questions, um, my students would say, "Ask your teenagers," and I would. It was funny. Okay, let's go to the next one. Okay, could you read that?
Okay. Description is the key. Most assist
Discretion. Discretion.
description
Discretion.
discretion is the
Uh-huh.
key. Most assistants have confidential
Confidentiality.
confidentiality
Uh-huh.
contract with their employers. Harrison Chang, who asked as an assistant to Christian Bale from 1993 to 2003, obviously had no such arrangement. In
Agree.
2012,
Agreement.
agreement.
Yeah.
In 2012, Chang published a book about his time with the actor.
Okay. You know, it's interesting about your when you're reading sometimes you're at a high enough level that you actually are able to put in other vocabulary that actually works sometimes even better. So, for example, you said obviously had no such arrangement instead of agreement until I corrected you. So, I think arrangement works better in that instead of agreement.
Ah, already.
So,
Maybe my eye is not good, so maybe
yeah.
sometimes I cannot see the word
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, maybe that's it. Discretion. Do you guys know what that means?
Discretion.
The very
Mm,
first. Okay,
yes,
so
to reveal secrets or.
yeah, discretion is to have wisdom. Excuse me, I had to cough. To have wisdom as to what you say about the person.
Mm.
So, so not to give, in confidentiality, not to give a private information. So, and confidentiality contracts. Do you guys know what that is?
Yes.
And
Yes.
it's also known as an NDA. Do you guys know that?
No.
Called a non-disclosure agreement.
Mhm.
And a lot of companies will have non-disclosure agreements with their not clients, with their employees. So if you work for a company and then you move to another company, because of the NDA that you signed, you are legally obligated not to tell the other company trade secrets.
Mhm.
So it's the same
I,
idea.
I think that is sometimes it's very silly. For example, my first work, I worked for a computer company, EDS in
Uh-huh.
Peru. So I had to sign an agreement that said I would never in the future work for a client of this company
Uh-huh.
or work for a competitor of this company. In fact, I
Uh-huh.
was working with uh, computer programming, and the only chance I had to get another job is either for a client because EDS was a
Uh-huh.
multinational company.
Uh-huh.
They had hundreds of clients everywhere in the world.
Uh-huh.
Almost every bank or big company would be their client. And on the other
Uh-huh.
hand, the competitors, of course, if I kept working on the same kind of job, I would work for a competitor in
Uh-huh.
theory. So it was
Yeah.
a silly
Silly.
agreement. I know nobody was going to, nobody really was expecting me to do that, and
Uh-huh.
everybody was not following that. So I don't know why they put this
They
kind of
did it.
things in contract.
It's actually called the non-competition clause. That what you just described, and that's where you can't go to either. You have to wait a certain amount of time before you go to a competitor or to the client companies.
Yes, but it maybe
Wait,
for
was it for?
high positions it
Uh,
makes sense, but not for
yeah,
normal
not for
workers.
the lows. Yeah, I know that when I was in when I was in Finland, I had a colleague who quit, and she waited 4 months, and then she called her former students, and she got work that way, and she went private. And then I have another colleague who didn't wait the 4 months, and she actually started a language school, and now she's actually her and her husband have one of the biggest language schools in Finland, and and
But
they didn't follow the non-competition clause that they had, which
yeah,
was to wait the 4 months. But I think it was, she was going to, and then something happened, and she realized just really can't. So, but anyway, yeah. But non-disclosure is actually where you don't say anything. But the non-competition clauses is where you just can't work with these clients or whatever. So. Um, I guess it keeps things fair, I guess. I don't know. But let's go on to the next sentence, the next paragraph. Artheli, could you read number 12?
typical tasks included organizing the gardener, replying to fan mail, and running errands. But June also received 2 a.m. phone calls and was forced to entertain visiting family members.
2 a.m. phone calls. Okay. Next one. Yeah, I'll read this. He enjoyed making me call him Governor, Chung recalls. Now working in internet marketing for IBM, Chung advises wannabe celebrity assistants to separate business and pleasure. I think that's true for every job. So, um, okay, could you read number 14?
However, Coring and Shaw insist that most personal assistants enjoy their jobs and get on really well with their employers. It can also open doors to bigger and better things. For example, Madonna's assistant later became her manager.
When I read that, I thought that was amazing. I didn't realize this about Madonna's assistant. So, number 15, Araceli.
I guess it's the same with any industry, Colin says. There are a couple of horror stories, and it tarnishes the whole industry.
It seems that being a personal assistant is just like any other job. If your job is like a horror story, then you can't wait for the weekend. If your boss allows you to have free weekends, of course. So, um, okay. Let's go ahead and see if we can answer these questions down here. And we just have a few minutes left. What is the media's attitude towards the stories of celebrities' personal assistants?
They think celebrities are abusing of their assistants.
Yeah, because of some horror stories. Okay, number 2, what are the benefits of working as a celebrity's personal assistant? Any ideas?
Salary
Yeah, I would.
wasn't so bad.
I agree with that. Even the salaries definitely one, and then just the diversity or how it's different. Um, okay.
Yes, no routine.
Yeah.
It was very.
Do you guys like jobs that have no routine, or do you prefer a job with routine?
I prefer to a certain limit diversity, but not so much as
Hmm.
the article stands. But yes, I enjoy doing different things and having
Hmm. Yeah.
challenges in my work.
Yeah. That's me. But And like I had a job before I started teaching again, where I was literally bored and I had to be there. And there was absolutely nothing for me to do. And I'm like, really? So, um, okay, how often do personal assistants typically receive gifts from their bosses?
2 times in the year, birthday and Christmas.
Birthday and Christmas, if that. I wonder if they're good. I wonder if they're good gifts. Like, I wonder if they give in your countries. Do your companies give Christmas bonuses?
Because there's not so many Christians here. Bonus, the
Uh-huh.
different name, just the bonus.
So you might get
But
an end of year bonus, maybe
yes,
a New Year's bonus.
yeah.
How about in your country, Araceli?
Mm, well, yes, there is a thing that every company does, but I think it's legal. They have you are paid, and your salary for a year is divided into 14 instead of 12 months.
Mm-hmm.
So you get one of these extra bonus at Christmas and the other at summer. But it's not
Oh,
that they are giving something special, it's just your
uh-huh.
salary. You
Yeah.
didn't perceive that amount during every month. So
Uh-huh.
it's like the company is saving it for you
Yeah.
to spend it at Christmas. But I
Uh-huh.
don't think that's a bonus, really.
Yeah, but it's still it's a kind of an interesting idea to do it that way. In Finland, it was starting to become a controversy, and I was told by a lot of HR directors that I taught about this that um, it used to be that people would go for summer holiday and they would not come back afterwards, and so companies started giving what was called a holiday bonus if they came back after the summer holiday. And so then it started to turn into that at the like in September or August, everybody would get a bonus, and it just became especially in the production like factories and those kind of industries, and so they get a bonus every year, and then it turns out that it wasn't. A lot of the unions and a lot of people were thinking that it was a law in Finland, and it turns out it was not. And the companies were paying this bonus because they were thinking that it was a law and they had to. And then they were starting to realize maybe about 10 years ago that this bonus doesn't actually have to be paid. So I don't know what's happened, but I know that several companies like my own stopped paying this yearly bonus. So it was interesting. Um, so what advice does Donna Colleen give to people who want to become personal assistants?
Make a detailed contract.
Detailed contract, yeah. That's a good way of saying that. Okay. What is the most important aspect of an assistant's relationship with a celebrity? Okay, this might be one of your new words today.
Maybe to be like a babysitter of the celebrities.
No, discretion, yeah.
Discretion. Remind me what discretion means.
Discretion.
It's discretion is using wisdom as to what you say about the celebrity.
Okay.
You know. So, next one. What typical tasks did Christian Bell's assistant have to do?
I don't remember answer to fan, mail, and
Mm-hmm.
kind of thing.
And now I think organize the gardener, which is kind of weird. So, and then he received 2 a.m. phone calls.
Yeah, that was not typical, I guess.
Yeah. And what advice does Harrison Chung give to people who want to become personal assistants, and that I think should happen for everybody?
That you have to separate work from your personal life.
Yeah, separate work from the personal life. And I think that should be the case for teachers and every job. You should, go into work, you leave your problems, you leave your personal life at the door, you leave work, you leave your work life at the door. So,
Sometimes it's not easy.
sometimes it's not easy at all. But it's like for me, I'm actually in my office/bedroom, so I'm my personal life and my professional life. It's very much together, but
Yeah.
they're not. So, which example mentioned in the text shows that being a celebrity's assistants lead to better things?
The one who wrote a book about.
Yeah, well, the author and then also Madonna's assistant,
Oh, yes. She became her
the
manager.
manager. Yeah. All right. Well, I hope you guys learned at least one or two new words today. And again, I'm sorry about the technical issue. I'm actually not sure what happened with that. Uh, I was in the class going, "All right, everybody, I'm here. I'm ready for you to come in." And then I tried to write on the chat and it wasn't working. And then I went to, it was like, what? But anyway, I hope to see you again in another class. The next time I teach will be, it's 1 p.m. tomorrow my time, which is in Spain. It is 7 p.m. in Spain. And
Okay.
in Japan, it's in the middle of the night. So if you're awake, you can come. So okay. All right. I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you very much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Bye.
Bye
Thank you.
bye.
Bye.